Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Hearthstone. Now, for the people who saw this and actually clicked on it, even though you probably don't know how this game works, thank you for that. I will actually be explaining how this game works because my Plants vs. Zombies videos did not do very well, and part of that may be because I did not explain it. So essentially, Mufasa and I have already recorded a video of this game, and we were like, alright, we'll upload it, but then I'm like, well, wait, no one knows how to play. So now, I'm making this video to explain how to play, and this is going to be uploaded before the one with Mufasa. So after this, I'm going to upload the one with Mufasa. And then, so even though they were recorded in the other order, that way you'll know how to play when the one with Mufasa comes. Yeah, it's a long story. And by the way, the Hero of the Storm video yesterday, I think I did an adequate job of explaining that. So, sure, probably not, but alright. So I'm going against AI, only because I'm explaining how this game works. So, I suppose in some ways it's similar to Plants vs. Zombies, but not really. So yeah, this is simply the introduction video, and I'm going to explain how to play. So, I apologize that I'm going to be playing against AI. So, I don't really play as Priest, Warlock, or Mage. I think I'm best as Warlock, though, so I'm going to be that. And I'll play against Rogue, why not? So, yeah, it's a card game, kind of similar to Plants vs. Zombies, Heroes, like what I've done on this channel. Only I'm going to explain this better, hopefully. So, yeah, let's hope you guys actually understand how to play this game. Alright, so at the start, you have your option to redraw cards. You get a fourth card if you go if you're going second, which I am. So I redo those three. And you also get the coin. Alright, this is hard to explain. So, you also get the coin if you're going second, which means you get one extra mana crystal for this turn. So each turn, you have one more mana crystal than you did last turn. So I have one mana crystal this turn, then it'll be her turn, she'll have 2 mana crystals, then it'll come back to me, I'll have 2, then she'll have 3, then I'll have 3, she'll have 4, I'll have 4, so on and so forth, until we reach 10, then it'll just be 10, 10, back and forth 10s. You can't go more than 10. This lets you go get one more for one turn, though. So say I use that this turn, then I'll have 2 this turn. But that's for this turn only. So then she'll have 2, but then I'll have 2 again, because this only gives me an extra mana crystal for one turn. It doesn't, like, skip me ahead in the process. Some do that, but not that. So there's minions and there's spells, and there's heroes, which is even harder to explain. So you draw a card every turn. It tells you if it's a minion or a spell at the bottom of the card. So minions go down on the board. So I'm going to use this round. And I'm going to play that minion. So, and then I'm going to end my turn. So now, as you can see, I have a minion down there. So he just used that card, which makes that guy come back into my hand. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So now it's my turn again. And so this thing is your hero power. It basically is, it's something you can use every round, but only once per round, no more than once per round. So you take 2 damage and you get to draw a card. Basically, your goal is to get your opponent to 0 health. So each thing does special stuff, each minion. So you can't attack with a minion the turn they're played, but you can the next round. So when you attack with a minion, you can either attack one of their minions or their hero. If you attack their hero, it just does however much damage is in that yellow circle in the bottom left of the card. But if you attack a minion, you do that much damage to their minion, and their minion does as much damage to your minion as they have in that number. And your little guy in the bottom right, that's his health. He loses as much health based on your opponent's minions damage. So, each things have certain stipulations. Like, see, that one doesn't do anything special because that part of the card's empty. But this one has taunt, for example. And taunt means that while this minion's down, when they're attacking, whether it be physically or with a minion, they have to attack the guy with taunt. They can't attack your hero or any of your other minions. Now, if they're using a spell, they can still attack someone else. But if they're doing an actual attack, then they have to attack the person with taunt. So, see, when I attack her, it'll kill her because she only has 1 health and I do 2 damage. And my guy takes 1 damage because she only did 1 damage and I had 2 health left, so now I'm at 1. I think that makes enough sense. And I'm going to end turn there because I don't want to do anything else. So, oh yeah, Battlecry is what the minion does when it's played. So that person's battle cry was to summon a 2/1 dragon, and that's what she did. So now there's both of those. The stuff like that discards a random card that's from your hand, so I'll lose one of these cards if I play that. So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna attack face with that. So you can choose to either attack the minion or attack their hero, but sometimes it's better to attack the minions. Because if you let their minions build up too much, then it would be quite problematic for you. Because then they could just continuously keep hitting your hero. So hero cards, they replace your hero with whatever the hero is. Like this one. And it gives me 5 armor. That's what that little 5 in the bottom right is. And it summons all friendly demons that died this game. You can tell something's a demon because, see, that says demon right there. If it says not, see, that one also says demon. If it says nothing, then it's not any special category. Like, some are dragons. There's different categories. So, this, like, Battlecry restores 2 health, so I'm going to restore 2 health to myself. I'm going to do this. It gives your Katoon 2/2. 2 damage and 2 health, wherever it is. So, I don't have it in my hand, but it's in my deck, so as you can see there, it's normally 6/6, but it went up to 8/8 because I played that. And deal 2 damage, restore 2 health to your hero, so I'm going to do that. So he dies because he only had 2 health, and I get 2 health back. And again, I can't attack with them this turn because they can't attack the round they're played. Oh, if it says charge in their little description, that means they can attack the turn they're played. But unless they say charge, then they can't attack the turn they're played. Stuff like this restores 2 friendly health, 2 health to all friendly characters. That's minions and not minions. That's minions and your hero. I really don't want to do that. Alright, I'll do that and see what I get. Alright, I guess I am doing that. So, see, restore 2 health, so that minion goes back up to 3 and I go back up to 30. 30 is the max health. Yeah, minions can only attack once per turn. 30 is the most health you can have, unless some cards specifically let you go above that, but that's a special circumstance that most of the time doesn't happen. That's pretty much the most of it, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. And then, so when it says all characters, that means friendly and not friendly, but I'm gonna do that. Because, see, they all have 2 left, so dealing 3 would kill them all. That would take her down to 15. My guy would still be alive because 5 minus 3 is 2. And my guy would have 26 left, so I'm going to use that. So now all their guys are dead. He has to take 3 damage, and I can still attack with her because I haven't this round. I'm sure I'm not doing a good enough job explaining this, but I'm trying my hardest here. So your hero can only attack if you have a weapon equipped. And since I'm fighting a rogue, their, like, default thing is to equip a weapon. So this is choosing any minion at the start of your turn to destroy it. So I'm going to pick that. So that next time it gets back to my turn, that minion will just die. Alright, so I get my Katoon. That's pretty good. See, so Katoon, what he does is whenever I play him, does damage equal to his attack among enemies. So right now his attack's 8, but I have stuff that can raise that even higher. Oh, sweet. Alright, so he's dropped me below 15 health, and when I play this guy with less than 15 health, that's good. Because he goes up from 4/4 to 7/7, and he gets taunt, as you can see from that. Alright, this is a pretty good thing. Alright, so I can play that. So, my Katoon gets another 2-2. As you can see, he'll go up to 10. And then I can play that. I have less than 15, so he'll get to 7-7. And right now, this would be a terrible thing to play, because I would lose one of my legendary epics, legendary, I don't know what they're called. Whatever kind of rarity this is. But I'd lose one of them either way, and I do not want that to happen. So I'm going to end my turn. You can see how many cards you and your opponent have. If you reach 0, you start taking damage, essentially. So, long story short, you don't want to run out of cards. And I think I might win right now. Possibly. Alright, so if I'll play that because I'm not going to actually. Alright, so I'm not going to kill that because, yeah, of course. Alright, yeah, so she's down to 2 health, so I have just about 1. Yeah, there's no conceivable way. Because he's going to kill that, yeah, and then kill one of, yeah, I win. So, that's pretty much how to play. To make a long story short. So if I wanted to, I could just kill her right now, which is what I'm going to do. So I didn't have to play either of those. But it's much harder when you play against real people. The AI opponents are not nearly as bright. I lose most of the time when I'm playing against AI. So, you know what, I'll do a round as priest too, in case, and I'll play against, like, I don't know, the mage. So now, so I'll do this just in case I come across anything else that I need to explain that I do not in the first one, and I'll kind of try to explain to you why I'm doing what I'm doing. If I probably should have said this earlier, but if you know how to play this game already, I'd advise not watching this video, because all I'm doing right now is explaining. Alright. Oh, silence, that's an important one. Silence means it just removes any situation, anything it has on the card. So, like, if I use that on something with taunt, it won't have taunt anymore. If I use it on something that, I don't know, something that, if I were to use it on something that, like, when you play a minion, give it extra damage or what have you, I can silence it so that that no longer occurs. So, as priest, my hero power is to restore 2 health, whether it's to myself or one of my minions. I'm just going to use that because I have nothing better to do. It just did 5 damage to the enemy hero. Yeah, so mage hero power is to do 1 damage. So what I'm going to do is play this guy with taunt, and then use that so I get a copy of a spell that she has. I mean, that really is fine. So, you could also potentially silence one of your own minions. So, say you have 2 with taunt, but you only want 1 of them to be able to be hit, then you can silence the other one. Stuff like that. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to get enough stuff with taunt down, and I'll do that. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. So, yeah, something like this, for example. Whenever a minion is healed, draw a card, and that applies as long as that minion is on the board. So if I were to silence that, or if my opponent were to have silence, and silence that, that way whenever I healed a minion, I would no longer get to draw a card. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use Arcane Missile, and hopefully one of them hits that. Alright, good. Hit with that. And I'm going to heal that so that I get to draw a card, because that's down. What I just did didn't make sense. Basically, whenever I heal a minion, I get to draw a card, and I just healed that minion, so I got to draw a card. Alright, so she just killed my guy with taunt, but don't worry, I have more. Alright, I have a lot with taunt in this deck, I'm only realizing. Alright, let's do that. And, no, I'm gonna hold on to that. And by the way, the minions also have a max health, so something that says heal or restore, what have you, can't go past that. But stuff that says, like, give a minion 2 health, it can go past the max, but if it's, like, restoring or healing, it can't go higher than max. It is a real interesting strategy this AI guy's going for, because now I get to heal him and get more cards. Alright, we're gonna do that. So I get to draw that, and I'm gonna get rid of that. And then play that. Hit that. And there we go. So, yeah, I know this may not make much sense. So I apologize for that. Hero of the Storm, though, the video I made 2 days ago, was it? I think I did an adequate job of explaining that. If you didn't understand that, then try harder to understand it, I suppose. I mean, like, if you just watched the first, like, 2 seconds and you're like, screw it, I'm not watching this, then I'd actually watch it. Because I did an okay job. Alright. Back to the task at hand here. See, so like this says give a minion +2 health, it doesn't say heal. So that way I can go over its max health. And I'm just gonna hit all this. So yeah. If I had to pick like what I'm best at, it would probably be Warlock, which is what I chose, was what I played as last round. But I'm pretty good at Priest too. Well, I like to call myself pretty good at Priest. I'm probably not, but you know. Alright. Alright, we'll play that. We'll play that on that. And then silence that. So since I'm silencing that, it won't have taunt anymore. So I don't have to hit it, I can hit that. And yeah. So basically what this guy does is whenever he takes damage, he gets an extra 3 attacks. So that can get quite overpowered. I'd imagine he kills the silverback. Yeah. This is alright. I win right now, but might as well go even more out of control. Alright, so then if I hit that, power that up, heal that up more, and then kill that. And oh no, I can't kill now, but it doesn't matter because he's down to 2 at this point. So yeah, I could have just won that round, but I mean, what's the fun in that? I probably should not be like doing that because this is really only further complicating it for people who don't understand, but don't worry. Alright. Yeah, alright. I'll kill that. And then kill. I'm just trying to drag this out as long as possible, to be quite honest, so I'm sorry for that. Like, I could have won numerous times by now. Oh no, he's killing my Light Warden. Alright. I'm just gonna win right now, because I don't want to drag this on longer. But I'll still use that. You know what? No, screw this. I'm going. Alright. So, you know what? Now I get to have a guy with 13 when I finish. Alright. That could have taken much less time, but it was just for the fun of it. Alright, so I've won. And, I mean, this might be a short video, but I just wanted to explain how to play. So, if you still don't understand, I'm sorry. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you later. Peace.